It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Up next, it's our main event between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as Week 3 gets underway. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
McCarthy throwing right away. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. He picks up 15 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
New set of downs from 37. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Jordan Addison, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up. No, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 72.
From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. The main Crabs way to play defensively.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Viking 18, Warriors 17.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
70 Lions.
The first carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script the first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
You know it right now, Kate. I'm absolutely in favor of this frenetic pace. A touchdown scored, and this is what the immediate response is. Nearly answer it with a house call yourself. Yeah, there's no body blows in this one. This game's starting with some serious haymakers.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Let's go. 77.
They go play action on first down. Runs the rookie from Ohio State. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Ready up.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Go. Get it. Check out.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Throw is caught. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Setting up the receiver screen to Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Go! 18. Hey, check that. Street.
Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Rams at a man to the secondary. 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's got 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. On play action now, McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Gordon. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. McCarthy throwing here. Brought in. And they're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means first and goal is coming up.
Move the chain. Got to move them chains. Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Let's go. Viking 18. Go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
Check. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Check go.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Reichard on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings drive their lead to 11.
14, Rams 3. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10.
Come on. Go.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Strike. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Pass play now. Finds a man right side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Complete to number 15. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have 3rd and 4 to start out.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to throw. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Ethan Evans in
The Rams are set to
for the
punt.
Rams.
That's Miles Price back deep for the Vikings. Hauls in this punt at the 8. And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. McCarthy looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like, the 28. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They gain 11 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On the give, it's Gordon. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jared Verse on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's a handoff. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long.
Let's go. Bravo 80.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Takes it in at the 21. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
35-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's trying to push the field. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19.
They're going to try and throw it here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You gain that kind of yards in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Come on.
He's going to throw it. Catch made the right side by Nakua. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
He's dropping back to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Tag. Cougar 19.
They'll work against the blitz. It is Cup, left side. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
70 Timberwolf. Ready.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Go. Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Okay, ready.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Get up.
Robinson on the inside give. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
Staying with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw now. Setting up the screen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Ready, ready.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Hey, see the ball, see the ball, see the ball. Here we go. Shot. 18 Cardinal, 18. Let go.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he picks up 5 on that 1st down run. Brings up 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment.
Okay, break.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Back to throw. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Vikings have recovered.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively, and that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. They've got a screen to the running back. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First down, Minnesota.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Complete out to the right. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's McCarthy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
Let's go. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
60. Ready.
Throwing from the gun here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Ready.
Working on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He's got a man left. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Come on. 60 Vikings, 60.
From the red zone on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
At the Vikings 22.
They're going to throw out of the gun. And that is caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams making a one-score game before halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams cut the lead down to 4.
14. Rams 10. Joshua Carty to kick off for the Rams.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Viking 18.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Minnesota spends its second timeout here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long.
Kate, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
19 Tiger.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Throwing again now, McCarthy. Hits his running back. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
For the Vikings field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready up.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Back to 60.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Rams have the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Cougar 19. Go.
They're throwing it. Into traffic. Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
60 Vikings. Ready. Cowboy 8. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
On the give, here's Robinson. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
70 Timberwolves.
To the air on 3rd and long. On target to Moore. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They've got first down here from the 36. They're going play action. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Vikings will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready? 7
Back-to-back carries here. They're cobbled together a yard there. Stop made by Braden Fitz.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
19 tight. Come on. Set. 60 Bison.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And he's officially in the enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. Go.
And off to Gordon. Oh, he lost the football. Picked up by the Rams. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. Panther 60. Ready?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Gets everything he has under this one. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams capitalize on that turnover and take the lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Extra point attempt coming up.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams push their lead to 3.
Rams 17. Vikings 14. Joshua Carney to kick off for the
Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here's Price. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Bronco leading.
Play action, McCarthy. For big yards on the right side. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. McCarthy throwing here. Completed right side to Addison. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Blown back, it's the handoff. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. A 28-yard pickup there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a third-quarter lead. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow. All athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space. He sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead.
21. Rams 17. Will Reichard the kickoff for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Here's Robinson, start the drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin his drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
On the go.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready? 19, Tiger.
Another carry for Robinson. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Ready?
Running for the marker with Williams. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead.
First
Get
and
what you
10
need.
at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Ready?
Another run for Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Got it. Ready?
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
That's good.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go. Go.
Here's Robinson up the middle. He's got it in the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The Rams take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big game, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter, they all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams push their lead to 3.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here's Price. He dodged the tackle, and he's out a little short of the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Go. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, third and long. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Four guys out wide. Here we go, third and long. Here he goes, third and long. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Begins his return at the 16. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10.
Get it.
A run here with Robinson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
60 process. 60. Here we go. 68.
Throwing now on first down. And this is lofted deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
On the set.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's Robinson. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Ready.
Need better results here on second and goal from the 10.
Ready. Crack all 80. Ready.
Dropping back to throw. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Ready. Viking 18. Go.
Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Cracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A pickup of 17. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, the both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. McCarthy to throw it. Ran downfield. He's got it. That's Dobbs. He's got it. Guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
60 Bison.
On first down, they'll run. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. A give right side to Miller. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down. Throw here, third down. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Riker. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And that will make it a field goal game.
Certainly a great job to hit this one. You can't help but think back, though, to the one he missed earlier, how this would be tied if he could have connected in. He's hoping they can find another way to score and maybe set him up to tie it.
The kickoff for the Vikings.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll go play action. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll throw it. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Puka Nacua, the target on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up fourth and long. The Rams are set to punt. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Let's go. Viking 18.
The give now out of the shotgun. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4. Here's McCarthy to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Risky throw. It's intercepted. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And the Rams are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
18, Pioneer. Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
Looking to throw here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
It's a gain of 14
Big gain,
yards.
14 on the play. And the Rams have the first down. Minnesota spends its second timeout here. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go. 19, Charger, 19, Charger. Go.
Robinson on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Setting up to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Rams only up by a few. To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
Ready. Viking, kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
He'll look to throw. He's got it again. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game.
Rams 34, Vikings 24. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one. And now it's second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Second and 10, McCarthy. It's his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Gain 15 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's first and 10. Another throw here for McCarthy. Sends this to the end zone. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing third and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. So without a timeout to call, this winds up as a delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now.
Let's go now. Hawk 70.
Throwing now. Trying to push deep downfield. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Got all of it, and this is good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the fourth.
So they take the field goal right there, Kate. That's the right play. I think you've got to make that decision, especially with no timeouts left. But now comes the critical kick. I think an onside kick is coming right here.
Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. And And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Rams make the recovery. Well, that's going to do it, Brock. They recover the kick and now can just run out that clock unimpeded.
Yeah, no timeouts on the opposing sideline. Give some credit to the hands team right there. Got the job done. And now as an offense, the greatest formation in the history of football. You know what that is, Kate?
Line it up, boys.
Victory formation.
So make a check in that win column for the Rams. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.